Hey everybody, happy Saturday. Robb here for Southwest Florida Television. I am down by the historic Naples Pier. Going to take a little stroll on the beach here. We spent some time on the pier earlier this morning during sunrise. Some beautiful colors. Kind of quiet down here. Not a whole lot of action. There's one dolphin was being very elusive out there this morning, hard to find. Just popping up all over the place. Right now the temperature is 73 degrees. The tide's on its way in. We're going to be walking over to the 3rd Street South Farmers Market in a little while. I'll give you a little tour of that. You'll see some of the holiday decorations. See the Christmas tree over there, the 3rd Street South Christmas tree. Good morning, Daryl. Next Thursday night, the plan is to come and give you a little walking tour of 3rd Street South. See all the Christmas lights lit up and the street musicians, the snow falling. You heard me right, the snow falling. That's a tradition on 3rd Street South. Good morning, Robert. Today's high temperature is going to be up around 84. We're having our June in December. It's unseasonably warm here this time of year. .45 in Phoenix. Oh boy, Daryl. Beach weather. You get it all. You get the heat and the cold. Crazy out there. One extreme to the other. The sun is hiding behind the clouds this morning. You can see it over there, but it's behind the clouds. The Naples Pier and 3rd Street South. It's an adventure. It's a great place to put on your bucket list. Go have dinner on 3rd Street South. Enjoy a sunset on the Naples Pier. An easy walk between the two. Oh, I got 100 stars. Thank you. The stars were slow this morning. It's just 2 blocks from the pier to 3rd Street South. Actually, it's 2 short blocks. I'm going to actually walk you over there from the pier here. Go walk by the Palm Cottage, the oldest house in Naples. Tomorrow morning, I'm going to try to get over to Del Norwegians for one live feed before I head out to Kauai-Chobe. Kauai-Chobe and the animals, the lions and the tigers. Lion and tigers, one lion, 4 tigers. And a whole bunch of other critters. That is on the list of things to do in February when we have our get-together with some of our friends. Any of our friends that are here in town, we're going to plan a visit to Kauai-Chobe right around February 20th. We're going to go to Kauai-Chobe in the morning. Then we're going to hit Naples House of Omelets for lunch. Who'd have thought? Be a fun day. Feed the animals, then feed ourselves. Boy, it is very, very quiet here for a Saturday morning. I mean, there's some beach walkers, but for as nice as it is, temperature-wise, it's beautiful here. I'm not going to go too far down the beach. I do want to see some sunlight hitting the beach, though, in my face. Good morning. I do want to feel that sunshine on my face out here this morning. There's a solo paddleboarder, a lone paddleboarder out here. I've been keeping an eye on him, hoping I'm over to play, but no such luck. No such luck this morning. A private jet coming in over my head. There's the Naples Pier in the background. Boy, if that doesn't say Naples, nothing does. Boating, paddle boarding, fishing on the pier. That's what life is all about here. And fresh air. Enjoying the fresh air. There's one of those little jets coming in. One of those little private jets. They'll be coming in all morning now. All the corporate jets, they come in Friday evening, Saturday morning. Then they'll start flying out Sunday night. Early Monday morning, some of them. Yeah, I'm going to turn around and start making my way back towards the pier. Thanks for hanging out with me this morning. Look how flat that water is. Isn't that beautiful? Reflections in the water. Amen to that, Daryl. Hopefully one of these days you'll be here, Daryl, smelling the salt water. Wouldn't that be awesome? That is beautiful. It's gorgeous lighting, the soft sky there, the soft clouds. So, what do you think? Shall we head over to 3rd Street South? Start the trek over to the farmers market? Good morning, Hannah. Happy Saturday from the beautiful Naples Pier. Donald, good morning. Just can't get enough of the beach. I love my beach. Well, I didn't get any responses on whether or not I should head over to 3rd Street South. Becky, good morning. Rose. Yes. A yes. I finally got a yes. And a Carrie. A yes from Rose and yes from Carrie. All right. We gotta come over here and pick up my flip-flops. And we'll start strolling over to 3rd Street South. You're gonna see just how close it is to the pier. Take a casual walk over there to there. I left my flip-flops at the base of the steps over here. Gotta go rinse off my feet before I put on my flip-flops. That should be interesting while I'm live. They do have a mat here for folks in wheelchairs, mobility chairs, scooters. They got a mat that takes you out to a little pad here if you want to enjoy the sights and sounds of the Naples Pier. That's relatively new. Grab my flops. Grab my flops. Get the sand off them the best I can. One last look out onto the pier. We were up here earlier this morning, spent some time watching the colors of sunrise from the pier and part one of this morning's beach walk and live feeds. Always a beautiful view from up here. A sailboat out there, gorgeous. Roy would love being on that sailboat. He loved sailing. He lived for sailing. He loved that sweet liberty. Look how empty this beach is. Look at how quiet this beach is. Amazing, huh? Beautiful beach. The free life jackets there for your kids. All right. Head over here. Restrooms on either side. The men on the left, ladies on the right. The showers over here. Rinse off. Morning. Get the sand off my feet. Over here is the live Naples Pier webcam. Just Google Naples Pier live cam. You should find it. 24/7 live view of the Naples Pier. You can see sunset. You can see our bad weather. Hurricanes until it goes down. The Naples Pier webcam. You can still fish here. You can still fish on the pier. They're changing the fishing hours though, starting January. No fishing on Sundays, then no fishing in the evenings between 11 p.m. and 5 a.m. in the morning. They're gonna start that in January through May and see what happens. Hopefully it'll help out the pelicans. Nice little drop-off area here for the pier. You have a hard time walking. A little roundabout. We're gonna go take a walk past the Palm Cottage. Past a couple of nice little houses here. Under one of the banyan trees, the big banyan trees, but there's a look back to the entrance to the pier. A familiar sight to many folks. It's gorgeous out here. We're still working on the landscaping, getting it all prepped up for our snowbirds to return. Gorgeous houses here, gorgeous. That's a beachfront house tucked away back in there. One of the older Florida homes back here. Hard to see through all the vegetation. It's just so beautiful here. All these little pink flowers. Look at them all. Just a canopy. That's the parking lot for the pier over there on the right. There's parking on the right and street parking over ahead of me on the left. Here's another gorgeous old Florida style home over here. I love this house. It just sold not too long ago. Just beautiful. Hard to see. Big oak tree in the front yard there. Doesn't that say old Florida charm right there? Beautiful. And the American flag, Old Glory. All right, this is the intersection of 12th Avenue South and Gulf Shore Boulevard South. We're going to keep going east here. We're going to cross the street. Cross at the brick paver crosswalk. Palm Cottage behind the trees, behind the fence with all its red bows over here on the left. And the street parking over here for the pier and the parking lot for the pier. You do have to pay. They have meters. If you don't have a parking sticker on your car, they have meters. There's one right here. Pay stations. Pretty simple to operate. You just hit one of the buttons down here and it comes up, starts giving you your instructions. I don't know if you can choose languages. I would assume you could pick a language. Some older condos over there on the left. Can't really see much of Palm Cottage here. It's all behind the bushes. There we go. It's behind the cocoa plum hedge. Cocoa plum, if you see this, these dark green leaves, the red and brown and green, that's cocoa plum. And there is Palm Cottage, the historic Palm Cottage, the oldest house in Naples. They do tours. You can sign up, register for a tour. They also have, the Historical Society has events. They have a big lawn. That's what's behind that hedge. You can see there's a little cheeky hut over there. They have outdoor events, talks, concerts, parties. Built in 1895. The oldest house in Naples. Christmas at Palm Cottage. Going on now. Google it. Palm Cottage, Naples. Naples Historic Society. Walk under one of the banyan trees here. Past some real estate. Another older Naples home here. It's not about the house. It's about the location, believe me. Millions. Millions and millions of dollars for the location here. Why put any money into the house, right? It's not a bad house. Nice little house. Another one of those beautiful banyan trees here. These got really destroyed. I don't know what year it was, 2017, when we had the hurricane come through. Devastated, these trees. But thankfully, they're making a comeback. They're pretty hardy. the banyans. Neat root structure. Look at all these ferns. Look at all those ferns. Look at the ferns, Fern. So we're getting close to 3rd Street South. Look at those roots. Those are so cool. When we were kids, we used to have so much fun climbing in these things. We had them all over Miami. Growing up in Miami, we'd sit up there having our little parties. And that's all I'm going to say. The Banyans. There's some of the older condos over there. So now we're coming up to the intersection. We're 2 blocks from the pier. We're coming up to Gordon Drive and 12th Avenue South, just to give you an idea of where we're at and show you that beautiful blue sky. Look at that. Put the little fuzzy white clouds up there. 12th Avenue and Gordon Drive. We're going to come over here, back across the street, cross in the crosswalk like a good pedestrian should. And we're going to be in the parking lot behind Tommy Bahama's on 3rd Street South. Now, vehicles are supposed to stop for pedestrians in the crosswalk. They did. They did. We're going to take this little cut through. In the summertime, this parking lot is where the farmers market is, the 3rd Street South Farmers Market. They hold it in this parking lot in the summer. And now in November, they move it back out to 3rd Street South. They shut 3rd Street South down. But I want to give you a look back here. Just to give you an idea, that's the pier down at the end of the road there. Somebody learning how to park. But you can see the pier down there in the distance, the flag. So it's an easy walk. Come here for dinner, 3rd Street South for dinner. Walk to the pier for sunset, an early dinner, or vice versa. The sunset's so early now. We're getting closer to the farmers market. It is beautiful out here. This parking lot, starting in January, it gets busy. You're not allowed to park here if you're going to the pier, so don't get any ideas of skimping out on paying. They patrol this. They keep an eye on where you go when you park your car here. But this is where the farmers market would set up in the summertime. But this time of year, morning, we're taking the alley. We're cutting through the alley here. This is Tommy Bahama's here on the right. The back of Tommy Bahama's doesn't look anything like the front of Tommy Bahama's. Back in that yellow building over there, the old Naples pub, very, very, very cool. I'll take you over there later and show you that. Neat atrium, very, very cool. Sounds like we got live music going over here. Peaceful, easy feeling. Here we are. Good morning. There you go, pet friendly. Still a little quiet here, just getting started. Very relaxed atmosphere. This is Naples at its finest right here. This is the best farmers market in Naples right here. Fire and rice, paella. They're getting their big cookers set up. I know we'll see Best Popcorn here, Sharon Best, and the popcorn lady, as Roy would refer to her. Down to the end ahead of me is where the Christmas tree is. We'll go check that out, but you can see they got their Christmas flowers hanging on the lamps. A little bit of everything at the market. Flowers, fruits, vegetables. Really good treats for your dog. Really good organic treats for your dog. We're gonna tour the whole market here in live feed number 3. So stay tuned, I shall return. We're gonna go start at the end and make our way down towards the Christmas tree. And Tommy Bahama's here. I thought I'd show you the front. You saw the back. The front's much nicer looking than the back. So I'm going to end this feed, and I'll be back with part 3, and we're going to take our stroll down 3rd Street South and check out everybody here at the market. So tell your friends. I want to see lots of people hanging out with me. Now that is an interesting Christmas tree right there. Look at that. That is very, very cool. That is beautiful. Wow. This is in front of Sea Salt Restaurant. Very cool. Hey, if you're liking what you're seeing, send some stars. Tell your friends about Southwest Florida Television. Remember, I do appreciate tips. You can find a link to my PayPal account in the description of this post if you'd like to send a little thank you. I shall return. Stay tuned. Until then, stay safe, stay healthy, and stay strong. Tally-ho, my friends, tally-ho. For Southwest Florida Television, I'm Robb Stan. God bless.